So I have this side bed area here that needs a little bit of holiday cheer. So I have two trellises that's here, different heights. And my thought is, what if I do a swag and hang a swag off of this one? And what if I do like a wreath and hang a wreath off of that one? And then maybe I do some swag um, from the hanging lanterns maybe too as well. And that would give it some good holiday cheer. So let's start working on those projects. I'm Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. As you can tell, it's super cold. I'm wearing my heavy jacket right now. It's in the low 40s, which is really cold for us, and the wind is crazy. So I might do this project over 2 days or so, depending upon the light that's outside as well. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a gardening friend too as well. Let's get going. So this is my working station that I have. Every year I put a table up here. I've got a bunch of greenery that I forage from one of our local nurseries. They always keep it aside for me, so I'm going to use that for the wreath. I've got a wreath form, and the easiest thing I'm going to do first is make my swag. I've got some juniper as well. These are, I believe, some Fraser fir Christmas tree trimmings. I've got some cryptomeria, and this, not sure what this is called, but I got a few clippings of that too as well. The first thing I'm going to do is make my swag, and for this, my Christmas tree, I'm going to do my general shape first, which when you're building a swag, it's one that's going to hang down like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut my trees, my limbs, just to get a general shape first. Now, I want it to be about this size. So let me go measure that, make sure it's the right size lengthwise. Then measure it and it's the right length. So now I'm just cutting stems to build my layers. And this is a great way to do an inexpensive display. Just go to your local nursery, the big box store. Whenever they're doing the tree trimmings, they usually have an area, and just ask them if you can take some of it. And this is how you can build a very inexpensive holiday display. So I take my longest pieces first, all right? Then I'm gonna start layering, and I want like a V shape when I'm doing it. So I'm just layering until I find a shape that works for me. Now, this side looks good here, but I need something there. So I may need to go cut some more branches. Found one right here. So see how how it looks even on both sides now? Now I can go build my other layers on top. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that there's some, like it's not too sparse at the bottom. So I need to go cut me some bigger pieces. Luckily, I have an abundance of greenery just lying around that I was able to get. Now, I think that should be good enough for layer number 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paddle wire. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more, maybe a little bit more on that side. Okay, now I think I have it thick enough. So I'm going to go ahead and paddle wire that. And usually when I paddle wire, I try to get as tight as I can without breaking the paddle wire, and I just crisscross it to keep it all nice and strong. And then towards the end of it, I will just make sure that I put in an area with the stems so it doesn't fall out. If that makes sense. Alright, now I can go ahead and cut all of my extra stems out. Now I have my base. And now what I want to do is I've got other greenery, so I'm going to go ahead and start layering this. So I got some cryptomeria, so I'll layer that. And I also have that beautiful Not sure what this is called, but I do have a couple of clippings of this, which I'm going to use as well. If I can find a name online, I will find a name and insert it. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the longer pieces of it, and then, oh, this is super spiky. Oh my goodness, so spiky, you guys. And that first, so be very careful with that. Then I'll do my other one right here. And now I'm gonna put some, I'm gonna leave my cryptomeria for the end. Now I have some juniper stems, which I'm looking for longer pieces. And I'm gonna layer that into as well. I think 3 pieces would be good. Alright, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is put back my cryptomeria. So before I paddle wire, this is what I have. Now I'm going to go ahead and paddle wire everything again, making sure I secure it all properly. I like using green paddle wire because it blends really nice. Alright, so this is my swag. Gorgeous. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of red in there to go with the rest of the yard. I have these picks. So I've got 5 picks. I'm going to use 2 on the swag and 3 on the wreath. And all I'm doing is I'm just sticking it in. And I'm doing it so that I can hide the stem. So I'm just sticking it in, and now I'm just going to layer it. And I'll do the same thing on this side here. So now I'm going to go ahead and let's go fix this to the stake, and then show you what the finished product looks like. Now this area that I'm filming on, it's a little bit slanted, so I'm going to do this sideways, and then I'll turn it just so I can show you what I'm doing, and then I will turn it properly how it should go. So this is what I'm looking for, and then I'll finish it off with some ribbon up here. Maybe some magnolia leaves as well, I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is how to wire it to the trellis. And first I'm just going to tie this to the trellis so it has a strong hold on it first, if that makes sense, you guys. Take this like that and just gently wrap it around. And what I'm going to do is pass the paddle wire in between the trellis so that it stays and it holds it up. Got it in pretty strong there. My trellis looks like, so I'm going to finish out the top now, And I'll finish that out with some ribbon. Just ribbon alone with a bow, or maybe some. No, I think simple is good enough, you guys. So my thought is that I do maybe several layers of ribbon. We'll see. I'll play around with it. So what I did was I cut 3 layers of ribbon, but I did them at different lengths. And now I'm just going to tie them together like this. Just attach it here, and then you've got different layers. Super windy, but this is what it looks like. So cute. So bring it a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing for the wreath. So first thing I did was all of my pieces I cut into smaller pieces like this. So all the greenery that I'm using, I went ahead and cut them. So when you're making wreaths, I would say go ahead and cut everything. And the first thing I'm going to do is this. I think this is a 12-inch wreath, 12-inch wreath form. I'm going to go ahead with my paddle wire and secure it first to the wreath. So that way I have something to notch it onto. That I have it all secure. I'm going to go ahead and make my first layer of bundle. So what I do is I take a first bundle, so I know I want that. My second layer will be my cryptomeria. I'll do a little bit of cryptomeria, and then my third layer will be my juniper. So this is the bundle that I want. Now see how it looks a little bit sparse? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and layer multiple layers of whatever greenery I have the most of. So this is what you want, a little bundle. Now I am going to go in with a little bit of red, but that will be towards the end of it. So that's all that I need, right? What I'm going to do is move my juniper back to the front. And my cryptomeria back to the front. So this is what I want. Now what I'm going to do is here's my wreath form, and I'm going to take my wreath form, I'm going to put it against it like that. Now I'm going to take my paddle wire and just tie it there. Alright, so now it's secure to my wreath form. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and build my second layer. And you're just basically repeating this process, but I am going to show you how you put one layer behind the other one. Here's my juniper. Now you can use whatever greenery you have available, just use that. There's my cryptomeria, and this is what I want. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and put it under the first. So this is my first layer. I lift it up, I put it under like that. Alright. And then I'm going to take my wire, move it over like this, crisscross it, go all the way down underneath it. Don't go to like too far up where it's going to squish your entire branch down, and then just wrap. And you want to pull it as tight as you can without breaking the paddle wire. Alright, so see how I'm starting to get a nice little layer right there? I'm just going to wrap it one more time just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to repeat that process. It does help to move, if you want to move faster with this process, is to prep your greens ahead of time. Juniper, Maria. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lift up that layer there, put it under it. Alright, shift my paddle wire down. First process, bind it around 4 times just to be on the safe side, make sure it's not falling apart. And then I continue. So by prepping it, okay, so I'll continue. So I'm a little bit more than halfway done so far. So I want to show you another example of how to layer, because I'm going to do one more example here, and then we're going to finish it off by showing you how do you finish out the layers here. So make us another bundle. Alright, then I'm going to lift it up onto here, and notice that I'm overlapping it when I do it, so you don't really see where it starts and ends. And I am wrapping it 3 times. That seems to be what works for me. I may need to do 2 more bundles. Yeah, 2 more bundles, I think. And now what I'm going to do is lift this up here, and I'm going to make sure that this layer overlaps the part that I started. So see how you can really tell? So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that up. And that's how I finish it up, so that you don't see the start of where we started. And I'll show you how I tie this up. And so forth. So now I'm going to turn it over. And I want to cut this a little bit longer, and I'm going to tie it off. So I'm just stringing it through passing the paddle wire through the wreath form, and I'm just tying it off. And so here's my wreath. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, look in here, and notice how there's a little bit of a gap right here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in some greens there. No problem at all. So basically any bald spot that I see, I'm going to go ahead and make little bundles like this and stick them in. Alright, take 2. Here's Marie. Isn't that gorgeous? Alright, so now what I want to do is embellish it. My picks, I do have 3, so I'm going to go ahead and stick 3 of them in. And I'm going to make sure that it's passed through the wreath form, I'm sorry. That way it doesn't fall out, and I'm just basically sticking it in. There we go. Number 1, another one right there, and maybe one right there. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, I think that's it. I don't think I need anything else. So let's go ahead and hang these. I'm working on a slope, so I am putting it in an area that is level. So I can show you what the wreath looks like first. And again, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna paddle wire it, and I may do a little bit of a ribbon. So what I'm doing is, let's see, I'm trying to position it so when I do the ribbon, where do I want the ribbon to be? I think I'm gonna do it like this. That way the ribbon can be in the middle there, and then I'll be able to position this. A ribbon or not? I think I do, but I'm gonna do probably just a little one right there. So I just got 2 different lengths of ribbon, and I'm just gonna paddle wire them together. Yeah, that's it. Alright, that's it. Gorgeous, isn't it? Look at the layers. Guys, I had the picks already. Ribbon, I did buy the ribbon this year. And greenery, all free. So, walking up. Isn't that gorgeous? Simple way to deck out, just using resistant trellises that you have. Alright everyone, hopefully you find this enjoyable and you enjoy this tutorial. You learn a little bit how to make a swag and a wreath as well. I do have this on a trellis, which I've staked that down in the earth so that if the wind blows they wouldn't fall. Until next time everybody, happy gardening.